What's up? What's up, chat? Okay, I'm tired. Okay, so I did set like a soft deadline for myself just for a quick beta version of the game. It's nothing to release or for te beta testers or whatnot. It's more so for my artists so that they know what to add and they can just tell me if they need a workaround for a certain visual or something like that. Um, hopefully, hopefully things go smoothly afterwards, but I'm just gonna do my job for now. Cosplay Aries hat? Why? Why would I do that, bro? Alright, yeah, but yeah, I think we're just gonna do that for a majority of the stream. So yeah, hopefully the stream doesn't go on for too long. There are like a few things. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tackle it all today. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to tackle it all today per se, because it is still like quite a lot. But I should have enough time for quite a bit. So yeah. So okay. So there's a few things I want to try and do. The first one is hold on. Yeah, the first one is I want to have something for, okay, wait, I'll show you guys what I mean. But I want to have something for I think what it's doing right now is Eri, if she's on this level, right? She plays this level, it goes back to level select, she goes back to here. And that can be annoying. So I want to try and fix that real quick. So let me do that, I guess. Okay. Alright. So that could be white space. What do you mean? Oh, these are gonna be backgrounds later. But yeah. Uh, I think there was something about persistent through something, but like a way to be persistent, like yeah, so I don't want to keep this player because the players are fundamentally different. I just need to I just need to be able to at least keep the position, I guess. Yeah. So let me try that real quick. I think I can put it here probably. This is a very simple script. So in here, I can have something like public static position maybe. So something like this. We just want to keep track of the position. We can keep track of the direction too, but I feel like that's not as necessary. If anything, we'd want our good side, which is this side, to be shown. So in here we have song selection. Wait, no, what am I doing? What was it? Level button. Right here. So in here we can then get the position. So we can do that. Dot equals, and then we have to get the player by tag, which should be what am I doing? Bro, stop. Let's try this. I have no idea if this will work. I'm pretty sure it won't, but does it hurt to try? Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any glitches or any like visual bugs so far, which I appreciate. Alright, let's see how this turns out. I gotta change that way. So let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! It worked! Fucking worked! Why did the print fail though? Oh, it's just printing out everything. Okay. Oh my god, it fucking worked. It fucking worked. Holy shit. Oh my god. I say this like every time, but nothing I do ever works. So Alright. Well, okay, that was good. So I think from here, oh yeah, we do need a form of a we do need like two different modes, if I remember correctly. Let me see what I can do for that. So we need a title screen. And this one will be mostly just UI. And we just need this to lead into the level select. I don't think it needs to be anything too fancy for now. Until my artists make something. But yeah. Oh fuck. Okay. So I'm just gonna create a few buttons here. I don't think a button is necessary. I think we just need an image. I don't really have like an image template on me for these buttons. Kind of just doing it willy-nilly. Um. Let's try this right here. I'll just use the fucking the fucking other one that I had that was made by Leaking. I'll just use that one because those have title screens and stuff like that, or like buttons for me to use for temporarily. Okay, I have it here. So I guess we'll just use this for now. And then here we can increase the scale to about 2. This is just very basic stuff. I'm probably gonna change it later. But I just need the functionality to be there for now. That's like the best way I can put it. So one is gonna be a story and the other is free play, if I remember correctly. Will there be a boss fight? Hopefully. But we'll have to see about that. Cause that require me to that would require me to do a few extra things, which I can do, but there probably will be if I'm making a story mode though. Can I have one of those quick line event attack for a rhythm game? And if I remember correctly, I have to go into the build profile. Let's try this. Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Oh shit. Alright. We do a Hifumi cosplay next stream. I don't even have a Hifumi cosplay. Cosplays are expensive now. So most of it's just gonna be crowdfunding anyways. And Hifumi lost that one poll. If I remember correctly, Kayoko beat Hifumi in that poll, so we did Kayoko. That was the That was the thing, yeah. Anyways, we do need like some sort of story manager then, I guess. Like a story event. But for that, I need more animations, but yeah. We could probably draw some of them out, just... Hmm. So for free play, we don't need a player, we just need like a song list. Let me do that real quick then. It should just be the same, theoretically, I think. Oh, wait, I'll be right back, chat. Alright, my bad, chat. I just remembered. I live in California where it's hotter than fucking Satan space heater. So, yeah, I just had to bring a fan over. Alright. So, I think, for the level select, I'm probably going to do something like the old Project Sekai UI style. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if you see right here, damn this person. Like you see like how it's like this, where it's like more like selecting. I feel like that's just gonna be the most simple and scalable. Because this reminds me of something for this reminds me of something like a HTML CSS type shit. So I feel like it could be easy. So let's try that. Yeah. So we're gonna get rid of the player. Or actually, we can make this really cute. I have an idea for making this really cute. We put the player right here. We get rid of player navigate handler. And then let me try and see if this is possible. What's scroll view? Oh, what? Oh, wow, that might be useful. I want to see how to use this, actually. This seems interesting. We do that. I'm gonna add a bunch of buttons here and see what happens. So in here, scroll viewport content. Do we put it in here? I'm not really sure. Hey Chicken, how's the drawing journey been? It's been going... Oh wow. It's been going fine, I think. I think I just, I need to work on the fundamentals. I had a talk with my friend about this, actually. Like, a few hours ago, because, like, he thinks, like, the path I'm taking right now is, like, quite inefficient, which I don't blame him. But at the same time, I feel like... Let me open Photoshop real quick. I feel like I do have to make this stream somewhat entertaining, so I can't just study references and like read books on stream, because also that would be considered pirating it and be illegal. But yeah, I have to be a bit more entertaining. But I think it's over. Apart from that, it's going fine. I don't really know what else to say. I think it's going fine. According to my artist friends, I'm making good progress. And for the goal that I'm trying to reach, which isn't like become a Pixiv artist or like draw like promo art, it's more like being able to convey an idea so that it's better reference for my team members. I think in terms of that goal, I am making good progress. I could do extra stuff from there, like actually learn the muscles and stuff like that. That could help a lot, but I feel like for the sake of this project, I should like have a set goal that isn't just get good at art. It's more like get to this level at least. So that's what I'm working for. And I think I'm making good progress for that. Who knows? Wait, why am I doing that? So I think from here, we add the song title and then the song. Just make it very simple. I don't think there's any need to like try and outdo ourselves here. Especially for something that's meant to be a demo. How do I... You know, I'll just export it and see what happens. All right, now how do I So it looks like this right now. Uh just gonna add an image here. for now. I just want to see what happens. Oh, why isn't this working? Something like this, maybe? I just have to make sure that this can't move around. Oh, it's right here. Fuck, okay. Or say I have a lot of songs. So we'd want to start like in the middle. And it has a max value. Okay. Hmm. Is it in content? Hmm. Is it like this? I really don't know. Okay, how do I expand that? Do I have to stretch content out? I don't know if this is correct. Okay, yeah, I do have to stretch out content. Alright. So usually for this, we put content like in the middle. How do I loop a scrollable? Let me look at that real quick.
Hello everyone, I'm the Unity Dude, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make an infinite scroll view in the Unity game engine. The final result will be as shown in the video. Before we begin,
Okay.
make sure to click the subscribe button below for more
Alright.
useful Unity tutorials. So let's get started. I have an empty scene with a UI canvas and a
Right.
background image. I'll be working on delete both the scroll bars inside the scroll view and disable vertical scrolling. Let's change the size and the background of the scroll view. Next, add a horizontal layout group to the content panel. Enable the width component of use child scale and set child alignment to middle left. After
Horizontal
this,
layout
add a
group.
content size filter and set its horizontal
Okay, let's try that then. So it's a horizontal.
fit to preferred size. And now we can start adding items to the scroll view.
Okay. Where's my but oh, right. UI and then a button. I'm probably gonna have to change this, yeah. Okay, this is probably better. I'll use this. So it looks like that right now. Oh, that doesn't work. Or it's because I did this. Nope, it's not that. Okay. Now we add a bit of spacing. No, this should look better. Hopefully. Okay. So it doesn't look like hot ass. So that's good. Okay, now how do we make it loop? Unity, dude.
I will add 3 items and smoother. The scroll view. Add a new script to the scroll view, which I will call infinite scroll.
Yes, sir. Where do I add that? Here, alright. Infinite scroll. Alright, what now, Unity, dude?
Add a new script to the scroll view, which I will call infinite scroll. Inside the script, the first thing we need is the UI library.
Right.
After this, add all the reference variables we will require for this script. We will need a reference of the scroll rectangle, references for the rectangle transforms of viewport and the content panel, the horizontal layout group, and finally we need a rectangle transform list for all the items in the scroll view.
Wait, hold on,
Now,
Unity, dude. You're moving too fast. Horizontal layer group. Okay, for us, it's the vertical layer group.
the items in the scroll view. Transform list for all the items in the scroll view.
Alright.
Now, the logic which we are going to implement is we are going to duplicate the items in the scroll view.
This is complicated. I'm more of a visual guy. It's just an infinite looping scroll. That's all it is. I just don't want to put in the brain power to figure it out, so I'm just going through a tutorial.
Of the content panel. And when the user scrolls past a specific limit, we are going to loop the position of the content panel backwards to make it look like an infinite scroll view. So let's first implement the logic for duplicating the required number of items. To calculate the number of required items, divide the length of the viewport by the total space required for a single item.
What? Actually? Oh, okay. Okay, Unity, dude.
Is the sum of its width and the layout group spacing. Use the ceiling function to round this value to the next highest integer.
Alright. You know what? I won't question Unity, dude. He knows more than me.
integer. And now let's duplicate the specified number of items on the left and right of the scroll view. For adding items on the right, simply instantiate them from first to last and then set them as the last sibling. Do the opposite for adding items on the left. Add the items from last to first and then set them as the first sibling.
Okay.
Back to Unity, assign all the variables to the script and run the scene. Perfect. Our items are being duplicated in the correct sequence. The next thing we want to do is set the position of the content panel so that the original items are shown at the start of the scene. To do this, calculate the space taken up by the original items in the start of the content panel, and then set the position of the content panel to this value.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't. Okay.
Let's test the Let's test the code.
Okay, but for us, I think we do this differently. Like this. For us, I think. This is a bit I'm gonna need to debug all this in a bit, but let me just see that it works and then we can go from there. So I'm gonna have uh two buttons and one is gonna be darker. Alright, let's try this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, holy fucking okay. So it kinda worked. There was a bit where I kinda fell short. I think this is it. Hold on.
Let's test the code. And now we will implement the logic for looping the scroll view.
Yeah.
If the X position of the content panel becomes larger than 0,
Wait, let me just put this in my second monitor so it's easier for me.
calculate the space required for the original items and subtract this value from the position of the content panel to make it loop in the opposite direction. Make sure that you call the force update canvas function. For looping in the other direction, add the same value, add the same value when the content panel reaches the last original item. And let's test the code. The content panel is now looping infinitely. However, sometimes there is a strange behavior in the velocity of the content panel. The behavior occurs because when we change the position of the content panel, it affects the velocity calculations. To fix this, we will need to ignore these calculations on the frame when we reset the position of the content panel. Create a vector tool for storing the velocity of the content panel. Also, create a boolean for checking when we reset the position of the content panel. Set these variables to 0 at start. Position of the content panel. Set these variables to 0 at start. And now, when we reset the position of the content panel, save the velocity of the content panel and set the boolean to true. We will ignore the velocity calculations by setting the velocity of the scroll view to the one we saved in the last frame. And we are all done. Let's run the scene. Last frame to check if everything. We now have
Okay,
the
let's try
disabled scroll
this.
view in our unit.
We're gonna have to add comments later because I did not understand that. But hmm. Ah, I see. What are you calling, by the way? I'm trying to call it a free play song select. And then site content. It's not glitches, it's the fact that I'm resetting the position. And I can see the edge. I'm not supposed to be able to see the edge. That's the point. I got it. Whoa, that's cool. So basically, um, here, I'll show you guys what I mean. I'm gonna turn this blue, right, or purple. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep on scrolling, and it's gonna reset my position. Is it supposed to do that though? Hold on. I think I got it. Ah, okay. Maybe it's not that. Hmm. Content panel transform dot local position dot y. Okay, why is it doing that? I suspect it has something to do with this because it's constantly updating for context. Ah, it's updated. Oh, wait. Oh, I am so smart. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Ooh, ooh, yo. That's sick. That's sick. Okay, I'm gonna make like all different buttons and see what happens. Oh my god! It works! Guys, watch. That green right there, right? It's gonna be at the bottom. Oh, let's fucking go! Oh my god! What are you using to make the game? Oh, this is Unity. Okay, now I need something as a form of a song preview, which I think is also gonna be pretty hard, but before then, I want to be able to understand what the fuck I wrote. Okay. Content panel turns out. It's more like a queue, I guess. I mean, it's resetting the position, but it's more so duplicating it. Stores the item. No. Items to add is an integer. just to know how many items we need to add in order to fill the entire thing. If that makes sense. So basically, you see viewport, right? You see how in viewport, even if I added 6 buttons, it doesn't fill the entire viewport. That's what this is for. Yeah. Chicken random question, but how did Fest went for you, by the way? Yeah, because of how the Fest polls went, I'm quitting Blue Archive for like another 2 months. So, that's that's what they get. If I don't get good polls, I quit. That's how it usually goes for me. Like, if I get good luck, I play the game straight, dedicated multiple hours a day for at least 6 months. But if I don't get what I want, and then I get fucked by the gacha system, I just quit for 6 months. You know? That's just how I play. Because it's like, I don't know. I just don't really got that gambler's mindset, I guess. Just save 24k. Oh, just save 24k, bro. You know how fucking much 24k pyroxenes are? I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't have that dedication. Like when you send the boxes down, it goes up. Yeah, pretty much. I think the item. And then for updated, this keeps the velocity. Right? And then Something like that. Question, what's your opinion on Godot? I've heard it's good, but you know, a lot of my friends just use Unity, so I just use Unity as well. Also, didn't Godot have an entire thing with the Blue Archive community? Hold on. Like, uh, or something. I remember the Godot engine was yeah, there was drama for something, but yeah, I think that's why a lot of my friends don't use Godot. I didn't look into it. Hmm. I I don't I don't really care, honestly. I just use Unity because most of my friends are familiar with Unity, so yeah. It also just has the most documentation, tutorials, and stuff like that, so. Okay, now for the fun part, which is knowing when we are at the center. So I actually have a pretty clever trick. I do want to try this out because if this works, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So right now, if I click on the red button, right here, and then I move the content up and down, its position Y never changes. There's really nothing to tie it to here. The only way we're ever gonna get its position is through content, because position Y for content changes. But that's a bit hard to calibrate. I'm sure there is a way, and I'm sure it is more efficient. But for my case, I don't know if it would be that good. Like I can try it. Like content right now is at 100, and then when blue is centered, it's at 120, and when cyan is centered, it's at 147. So it's like by intervals of 20 until we reset it. Wait, I just realized. Uh, I can't select pink to be in the center. That's kind of an issue. Hold on. No biggie. I just have to stretch this by like a lot. Okay, let's try this. I need every element to not be locked out, by the way. That's the goal. And it seems like it. Oh, this is so much smoother. Shit, okay. So, my plan is the most fucking caveman brain plan of all time. So, watch. In Canvas, we're going to have a 2D object, right? And I'll make it a triangle. Oh wait, I have to do it here. Right? I'm gonna make sure that this is exactly in the center. So, my theory is that the button's real world position moves. That's my theory. My theory is that the buttons move. Like, their world position is still moving. Therefore, if I put into here, right? Like, alright. So if I do something like proximity behavior.
I should probably put this here then.
No, no, no. Come on. Okay.
Uh, I think I like that. And then at the very end, Oh wait, I forgot to. Right now it's getting button 4, which hopefully is this. Oh! 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 And it's getting nothing else after. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe this will work. Oh! 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 You guys see that? You guys see that? What? It's 1 right now, right? Right. And now it's updating 2. And now it'll update 3. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Oh my god! That took way too long. Okay. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Okay. And now I'm going to blatantly steal a line of code I had right here. Okay. There's too many dependencies. We don't worry about that. Oh no, I'm talking about mine. Yeah, no. That's what one of my veteran game developer friends. He's gonna work on this with me like after I release it for a full release, after I release the beta.
But he said I have like hella dependencies, so we're gonna have to refactor a lot of the code. But I mean, for someone who just learned Unity like a few months ago, I'm not doing that bad, I think. Well, I'm not doing that good, but like, so we have it here. Um, Specifically, song trigger handler. So I'm going to duplicate this. So we have free play song behavior. And instead of player, this is gonna be center marker. And then we're gonna get proximity behavior in here. Um, Void fade in. So we have that. And now we're gonna need a debounce here. Hmm. Debounce, debounce. What am I doing? Right here. So from here, we can do something like after we get the nearest child, we get their transform. So from there, we can get their replay song behavior to fade stuff in. So I'm just gonna do but I can't do it every frame, so I have to make sure that it's different each time. Hold on. Let's not do it like this. And then dot get component replay. Now we just need to get their uh replay song behavior. We need the song and the center mark. We don't need the center. We just need the song, honestly. Okay, now let's add some songs. Woo. Okay, interesting.
Nah. Alright, let's try this. Hopefully it works, and if it doesn't, I will cry. Okay. Okay, let's try again. I'm not hearing anything. Should be playing. Why don't I hear anything? Should be there. Uh, let's try again. Nope.
It's changing the audio resource. So it's just not moving the volume up. Okay. Maybe I don't do a fade in or fade out. Yeah. Oh, wait. I know why. Wait, no. Hmm. Let's go.
No, I think we need something for the velocity being 0, but I'm too lazy to do that, so hold on. Oh, but this is like my really, really old Gmail. I should probably change it later. Well, okay, yeah, it worked. Well, that's looks pretty good. I think now we just have to have a better pause menu, like escape and like back and stuff. Yeah. I think this is fine for now. We just have to refine everything later. And we need to fill this blank space with the song icon. But that's for later. The song icon. And then being able to go back. I can probably do right now. Or maybe I do need that. Now we need something for escape. Okay, we do that. I have to make it public, right? Alright, let's test this out. Oh, damn, okay. We can put it in here as well. Alright, let's see how this goes. I forgot to Alright, let's try again. Okay. Okay, so we do free play. Oh, god damn it. Let's try again. And then escape to go back. And if my calculations serve me correctly, then escape should just pause here. Yes!
Alright. That's pretty good. Thank you, Jesus. Holy fuck. There is one issue though. Uh, I guess it's not an issue actually. It matches here. Never mind. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we did the title screen. Well, everything's meant to be basic. It's just to block stuff out and know what's gonna exist at least. We did free play level select. I guess in the future, like for future stuff, I'm going to add a way to implement a story into the story mode, and then uh implement a story into the story mode, and then fucking I don't know. And then oh yeah, implement a better pause menu for the rhythm game section. All right. Yeah, I'm not doing I think I've worked on this game enough for today. But yeah, I feel like I feel like the artists on the team might do better if they know what to fill in and what they don't really need to fill in. Because some of them seem to not really be sure. So yeah. I should get this done by the end of the week, honestly. The basic demos. I should probably be able to get it done by the end of the week, honestly. Yeah, okay. Well, what now? It's what time is it? Oh, it's 1 a.m. That's not that. That's not that late. That's not that late. I can probably squeak out like an hour of practicing how to draw before I go to sleep, honestly. Because you have to practice every day. I also did take a nap before this. So it'd be weird if I was sleepy. You go sleep. Alright, good night, banana. That doesn't justify the extra hour. You didn't even know how long my nap was, don't you?
Alright.
Who are you drawing? No, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to understand the anatomy a bit more. That's my. Hmm. I seem off. Yeah, yeah. I get that too. I think it's too small. Is it too small? Did draw them pretty big. Right, I do tend to draw them on the pretty big side. Maybe it's because I put the chin like this right here. Yeah, I'll try and be a bit more forgiving with the eye part then. Alright guys, don't tell Melly I'm using the lasso tool. Nobody tell Melly. That does look better, yeah. I think it was partly because it was too small and it was slightly misaligned, which does tend to be a bad habit for me because I keep on drawing like instead of one line I draw like three. It's a bad habit of mine. That's why it keeps on getting misaligned. I think that'll just get fixed over time though. Hold on, let me ask my teacher. I can't draw arms yet. I just forgot. I can't draw arms. This could be fine. But I think I've been doing this angle too many times for my community posts. I should probably do like the more the from the bottom type.
It's again, the neck is too long. Okay. Hmm. I can't draw the cranium. Okay, well, I think I got the eyes pretty well. Oh shit. Shit. Okay. The ear is too low. Is it? When I'm looking up, the ear would be lower than the eye because the eye would be higher. So I don't think it's too low. I think it's too low compared to the rest of this, but that's just because I can't draw the rest of this. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of it is just more practice later on, I think, while limit testing. But today should not be a time for limit testing because I want to go to bed. So, Let's just try a very easy angle. That doesn't test my understanding of neck distance as much either. I think you made your boxes what? Yeah, I think so too. What happened to game dev stream? I was done with all my tasks for today, so I'm just working now. But I think I'm about to go to sleep now. So I'm probably gonna go to bed because it's 1:30 a.m. and I got shit to do tomorrow. I see a problem? Really? Your boxes convert. Oh no, my boxes aren't guidelines. My boxes are more so just. I put shapes into the boxes later, and then the shapes don't converge. Unless you mean like vanishing points, which in that case, yeah. But I mean, it's not really something that you just get good at immediately in eyeball. But yeah, you are right. But yeah, it's not something that I can just learn to eyeball, so I just... For now, I'm just dealing with it. I'm just gonna live with it for now. Yeah, I've never been good at 2-point. Or like this type of 3-point. Where it's like slightly there. I've never been good at it, so... Yeah, I should be like around here then. That looks a bit better if I drew my lines a bit simpler, but yeah. Or if I drew my lines less sloppy. But yeah. Ugh. It's three sharper. I think you should practice drawing boxes good in the base. Yeah, no. It's just that this particular angle is just really bad for me. I don't know why. Maybe if I draw from the top, like it's just that particular angle. I do practice boxes just by doing. But just that particular angle screws me up so much. Maybe it's just a hand thing, but yeah. Like this looks fairly nice, right? And then I just, oop, and it's there. But it's just, I can't draw it from the bottom up. I can draw it from the top bottom, but not the bottom up. I think it's more of a, I still have to get used to everything type shit though. Let me just confirm that this is, yeah. It's just my hand dexterity is a lot better for top bottom, I guess, than bottom up. I don't know. Took me 2 months just to get slightly good. Well, you see, at least my goal is just to get slightly good. So I guess I'm doing fine. Alright, guys. I got warden from my teacher. He said nice. Fuck. Fuck me, bro. Okay. How long have you been drawing? 11 days. But like I've been like just doodling boxes and stuff just because like I knew like eventually I do want to learn how to draw, and the first step is usually like practicing drawing boxes and perspective and stuff. So I did do that a while beforehand on and off. But like most of my efforts have been in the past 11 days. To be fair, the boxes are really important, so maybe not most of my efforts. But I started getting good after I fixed my lines. Ah, yeah. I'm just indecisive. Yeah, I'm just very indecisive about my lines, I guess. And I need to fix that bad habit. Because it's a really bad habit. Top of your ears don't match with bottom. I heard from somewhere that the ears are slightly tilted. No? Like ears start like this and then they end like a bit tilted. I heard from somewhere it's like that. At least for like the 3/4 singles. I could be overgeneralizing. You just imagine them as rectangles? Really? Okay. So like so something like that. Just make it align to the main box. Oh really? Okay, my bad. I was trying to be fancy. We work on poses another time. I just want to focus on the neck. Okay, I was a lot cleaner with my lines this time, which I am appreciative of. You're good with eyes? Thank you. You should have seen my past streams where I was struggling so much with eyes. I started like practicing a religion for a certain illustrator. That was like oh, this is so rough. Oh my god. Oh, oh, this is so rough. I really don't know how to draw the neck.
Or like connect the head to the torso. Oh, this is so tough. Bro, I'm genuinely like, genuinely don't know what to do. Ah. Oh my god. I thought this would be good too. I thought this would be I Okay. I have I have a theory. I have a theory. So, I do have screenshots of some of Mokun's course, just like his examples and such, just because I feel like that would be important. And from there, he had this. Now, it's not this. It's actually perfectly square. Just based off that, I feel like the circle does need to envelop the entire thing. Which mine clearly isn't. So I think that's the issue here. So if I do that, right? I do something like the face side is too thick, which makes the skull bigger. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, like box is too thick? I don't think it's the face side. I think it's this side right here. I think when drawn in perspective, like if we draw a flat line, this side is a lot more concave. So if it's a lot more concave, it should also be shorter. Yeah, and then the neck would be a bit further, but yeah, or the neck would be a bit more upfront. Yeah. I'm really just bad at drawing the connection here. It's just very complicated for specifically me, and it's kind of frustrating. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't draw the connection. I don't know how to measure it. I don't know how to detect if it's too long. I don't know this. I don't know that. What do I know, bro? Oh my. Yeah. I think we can continue this tomorrow, honestly, but it is because the box where the torso is in parallel to the box of the head. I mean, should it be though? That's the question. Because I'm trying to do a bit more dynamic of a pose. Even if I'm not trying to work on poses, I'm still trying to make poses feel natural, which is why I did it like this. So that it's not parallel, it's more contrasting. So it's a bit more exciting to look at. But with that, there also comes the risk that it doesn't look good. And in this case, I really don't know if this looks natural or not. It's important to make them parallel. But if I make it parallel, then the pose is just boring, no? Because if I make them parallel, then unless you mean like around the same y-axis, but if you mean like parallel, then that might be a bit weird. And even then, some poses are kind of wonky. Like poses like these, or like, I don't know. Dynamic poses need good perspective. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to train for right now while I'm practicing connecting objects. I'm trying to practice having like being able to draw more dynamic poses. Not like being able to master them, but like just getting used to drawing stuff more dynamically. Because a bad habit I had was drawing stuff too conservatively when I was trying to do like a drawing from a reference practice. I was drawing things way too conservatively. Problem with the back of the neck right here, right? Yeah. Maybe it's another thing of the pose being a bit weird. So it just feels unnatural. It shouldn't though. This feels like a very tame pose. Maybe I'm posing this wrong. Let me actually like take the torso part a bit more considerably now. Hold on.
Okay, that does look. Yeah, I think it was partly the torso's fault and the neck's fault. I think it was a combination of both. It just made everything look bad. It was like two fuck ups make a foobar, you know? Okay, why does Zach send me a reel at 1:53 a.m.? Yeah, I think this is. I mean, this wasn't meant to be a drawing stream. I'll probably do that for like tomorrow or something. But tomorrow's the World Cup, so I might have to watch that. Depends. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take the next few days to watch Mogun's course a bit more and stuff like that. I'm probably not gonna improve a lot. This video is partly to improve, but partly because I want to make a video about how much I can improve at art when stream chat is coaching me. Like, but like it can't be just purely stream chat, you know? Like there needs to be like some guidance. So one of them is Mogun's course, and then the second one is friend feedback, like direct friend feedback. But I think the reason I think this challenge is interesting is because like these two are my safeguards, but then for 3 and 4, the first one is that because it's a stream, I still need it to be entertaining, right? So like it still has to be fun. So I can't just like draw cubes over and over and expect it to be entertaining. And then the fourth one is I can't use any pirated content, or I can't use any copyrighted content. So like if I bought a book, I can't really stream that book. If I bought a course, I can't really stream that course, you know? I don't know. I just thought it'd be an interesting experiment. Which is why I'm doing it. But I'm probably gonna have to take the next few days a lot easier for stream-wise anyways. So yeah. Well, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go to bed now. Yeah. Alright. See y'all.